My daughter, she wanted a LOL dollhouse, and she wanted a Barbie dollhouse. That doesn't excite me. That excites me. Her. But when I told her, I said, listen, this is what daddy's gonna do. When I get this girl done, I'm also gonna get you this. So she's calling me on time to go because she's thinking about it. What? That dollhouse for her. She don't care about my doll. She don't. In person, I don't care about the dollhouse other than for the fact that she wanted it. And listen, y'all got one of those things you gotta actually put it together. So I'm gonna save y'all some time. I was like, I got it. It was like $200, and I had to put it together. I was like, what kind of dollhouse is this? But anyway, so make sure you're setting those on the LOL dollhouse.
All right, so we're about to get started in just a few more minutes. I see one of my co-hosts just popped in. I give everybody like 2 more minutes to get on, and then we'll get started. I am live streaming this to my YouTube channel, so you guys can check it out as well. If you're watching me live, again, welcome to the WTO and Dapper Trades Trade Talk Thursdays. This is where we're going to be going over the charts, going over how to mark up your charts using MetaTrader 4. I know we got some topics that were talking that we wanted to discuss. So trends, how to identify support and resistance, how to use Trading View, and how to use MT4. So I'm actually one of your hosts this evening. My name is Michael Crawford. I have my sister with me, Miss Tasha Brown. So you guys are in for a treat. We might give out a trade or two tonight, but let's see how things go. All right. So I'll give everybody else a couple more minutes, and then we'll get started. All right, let's get to it. All right, so we got some topics that were dropped inside the WTO Trade Talk group. How to identify trends, support and resistance, all right, and as well as how to use TradingView and how to use MT4. So tonight I'm gonna kind of split things up. I have my sister here, Tasha, or Tweet. She's gonna help me with these topics. I'm going to handle trends and how to use MT4, and then Tasha, she will handle support and resistance and how to use TradingView. All right, so I hope you all have a pen, paper written down. If you're on YouTube, grab a pen, grab some paper. And I forgot I need to do this as well as on Instagram too, Instagram Live. Almost forgot about that. Let's see. So Tasha, I'm gonna let you go first if you want to talk about support and resistance and TradingView. And then
well, if you want to do trend support and resistance, and I do TradingView and MT4, some specific stuff I wanted to go over with MT4.
Okay, cool. That'll work.
Okay.
That'll work. Let me get this live together real quick. There's so much stuff going on. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about Instagram Live. That's what we got YouTube for. Anyway, all right, so let's dive into it. All right, so trends and support and resistance. Trends and support and resistance. So let's talk about trends really quick. So number one, the market moves in 3 directions. Can anybody name the 3 directions the market moved in?
Upward, downward, and sideways.
Very good. Very good. All right, so let's talk about a uptrend. Uptrend. So when we're talking about a uptrend, that means the market is making higher highs and higher lows. So we'll take a little arrow and I'm going to start bringing my arrow up. The market stops. And then I'm going to draw a black line right here. Okay. So next thing you see is the market now pulls back and then it stops. Okay. So at this point here, we have a mini resistance level. Okay. We have a resistance level. Down here, we have a minor support level as well. All right, so we got a minor support level. Now, again, we're talking about trends. So our first trend is a uptrend. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to define an uptrend. It is a series of higher highs and higher lows. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I want to wait for the market to come back here. Now, if price comes here and stops and price reverses to move back down, that means you have how many touches of resistance? How many touches do we see in a cycle?
2.
2 touches. All right. So this lets me know that this is a resistance level. Down here would be what? What do you think that would be?
Support.
Okay, Miss Sherlin, go ahead. Go ahead, Auntie, get it now. There we go. So you got resistance and support.
I can't even take my mute off in time. She beat me.
It's all good. It's all good. But Mr. Lonnie, do you understand that? That is resistance and support?
Yes, I got that. I got that.
Perfect, perfect. So that means if the market decides to break to the upside, if it breaks above resistance, it's going to lead to a new what?
High.
Hi, yeah, hi.
Oh man, I don't think we need to go over this then. I think you guys are good. I think you guys
No,
are good.
keep going. Keep going.
Please.
I think y'all are good. I don't think y'all need this for tonight. All right. So very good. We see a series of higher highs and higher lows. So now all we have to do is label what we see. So this is our starting point. This is our low. Okay. I'm going to take away support and resistance now. And I'm just going to drag it over to here. I'm going to drag it over there. And I'm going to drag this over here. Okay, so our starting point was our low. The market now created a high down here. What would you all think this area would be down there? What do you think that area would be?
Support.
Well, yeah, we know it's support, but think about it like this. Are these lows higher or lower than this low down here?
The higher lows.
There you go. HL. So see the note where it says higher lows. So now we have to wait for the market to break the high and create a new what? What is this level up here?
Higher high.
Very good. After the higher high has formed, the market is going to pull back and retest what? What is the
Resistance.
Very good. So it's going to retest resistance as new what?
It's going to be a new high.
So if it breaks resistance, and this is your new resistance here, that means this is going to be support.
The new low.
Yeah, there you go, your new higher low. So now your resistance level moves up to here, unless resistance breaks. Okay, so just think about it like this. Resistance are high areas, support are low areas. So if you think about a house, let's draw a house really quick. You have your ceiling, and then you have your floors, right? When you think about a house, you have a ceiling and you have a floor. Now, when we build a house, let's say we wanted a second story, right? We have to break the ceiling or break resistance to create a new ceiling, right? And then your previous ceiling, if it was broken, that will become your new what?
Support.
Floor.
There you go. Think about it like that. Think about support and resistance as a house. Okay? So use words like ceiling as resistance, floor or base as support. All right. So when we're looking for an uptrend, this is typically what we want to look for. All right. We want to see a series of higher highs and higher lows. Right. So we just take our imaginary line, draw it around here. Now I'm waiting for the market to stop, create the higher high, pull back and retest here, or the pullback and retest can come here. Because I'm looking at two different areas that price could buy off of. So that same principle of buy low, sell high still applies, right? But this is what I'm typically looking for, something like this. Either for us to buy off of the previous high or look to buy off a previous low. All right, so now let's draw up a downtrend. Actually, let's talk about a downtrend. A downtrend is the opposite. It is a series of lower highs and lower lows. Everybody got it?
Got you.
Lower highs and lower lows. So if I'm looking for a downtrend, my starting point would be at a high. I need to see the market stop, create a low, take my little line. I let the market pull back, create a new lower high, because this point is lower than this point. Okay. Now the market must break the low, close, pull back to retest the previous low. So you have support, and write this down. Anytime support is broken, it's going to become resistance. Anytime resistance is broken, it's going to become support. So if we just write on here, support, SUP stands for support, RES stands for resistance. That's for a few months of trading. That's how I learned how to spot trends. It's just using terminologies like support and resistance. Oh, I see support here. If price breaks support, I can look for price to come back and pull back, retest this area as resistance, then I can look for sales, or vice versa, right? So this is an example of a downtrend, right? Now, there's a time period when we're trading where the market is just doing this. The market is just doing this. What kind of movement do you think we have when the market is doing something like that?
Consolidation.
Consolidation. Price is moving sideways. Price is moving sideways. But also, you can kind of see how the market is forming some type of structure area, right? So in order for me to buy or sell, I have to see the market break out above or below those areas. Above or below. in order for me to take a trade. So if price is in between an entry price or a zone or a line, if it's doing like this, and I can draw it on this whiteboard behind me. If price is just doing this, and it's just moving sideways like that, I have no trade. That's consolidation. I have no trade. That's consolidation. So we just learned about a trend, a trending market. So we either want to catch the market moving in an uptrend, which is a series of what, Mr. Lonnie?
Higher highs and high highs and higher lows.
Very good. What is a downtrend? It's a series of what?
Lower highs and lower lows.
Very good. And what is consolidation?
Just moving sideways, right?
Very good. Very good. Is everybody clear on that? Is everybody clear on
Yes.
that? Very good. So I think the biggest question is, Michael, where can I find the best time frame to spot the trend? Well, that depends on you as a trader. Do you like to trade off of the 1 hour time frame? Do you like to trade off the 4 hour time frame? Do you like to trade off lower time frames like the 15-minute or the 30-minute? I'm gonna let you all in on a little secret. I'm gonna let you all in on the secret. The secret to understanding what you're looking at in the market is understanding market structure. Write this word down. Identify where you are and wait. And wait for the market to move in the direction you see the market moving. So if you can spot an uptrend, that's what you can see. Higher highs, higher lows. If you can spot a downtrend, you can see lower highs, lower lows. If you can see consolidation, you gotta wait for the breakout above or below. Has to break the highs or it has to break the lows. Because that lets you know that the trend is what? Changing. The trend is changing. So does anybody have any questions in regards to this?
Mike, I think my I hadn't been in this long, right? And trying to understand, one, I wasn't familiar with the on the hour, on the 4 hour, and then more importantly, even with that, even if you do see where the market, let's say, is continuing to go up, right? And then now understanding, where it develops a floor and then continues to go up. I think my experience is when to get in, you know, because it appears that it's going up, and and I think that I'm getting in at the right time. But when it comes against me, you know, I guess that's why that's why I get sidetracked or I get lost, you know. And I don't know if it's because of, you know, now understanding that it's an hour or 4 hour that you should be trading on, or even 15 minutes or 5 minutes, you know. So the thing about it is, you know, struggling, you know, to understand when to get in based on the structure.
Okay, very good question. So when do I enter into the market for a trade? Well, first, do you know what type of trader you are?
I'm still young to it, so no.
Okay. So if you're a new trader, a lot of new traders start off as scalpers. They like to just get in and get out because they're afraid of being in too long. But what I want to do with you guys is I want to start you out on the hour time frame, okay? And slowly work your way up. All right. So identify the trader you are. We're going to say intraday. Okay. Now everybody's personality is different, and I understand that. We understand that. But I want you all to understand this also. The better your understanding of structure and a trending market, the better you're going to get at when to enter and when to exit trades. And here's what I mean by that. Let's take a look on an actual chart on my MT4. And we're going to look in the past really quick. We're going to look in the past. So can you guys see my screen?
No.
Share screen one. Share screen one. It's weird. Why are you not showing? New share screen two. Let's try screen two. Still no screen? Nope. Okay, let's try it one more time.
There it is, Micah.
It's sharing now?
Yeah, you got what is that? More than meeting at the top.
Give me 1 second. Share screen.
Or no, there's probably something else. No, it's not me.
Sharing now?
There you go. Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
Look like I
So
would
let's see if we can find an example. Now I've been looking at GJ. This is the pair that I trade. Let's see if we can find an example. All right. So let's zoom out. Let's put it on the line chart. And let's start from right. Let's start here. This is a good starting place right here. So I want you all to tell me the area that's shaded in the light blue is what? The area that's shaded.
That's support.
That's a support level, or that's a low. It's a support level or a low, right? Where can we see the market go up and stop? Well, would you say this area here would be resistance?
Yes.
Very good. What about you, Mr. Lonnie? Would you say this area here is resistance?
Yes, I was trying to get off mute. Yes.
So if we extend this over, how many touches do we have for resistance? How many touches do we have of that box?
3.
Very good. 3 touches.
Okay. All right.
1, 2, 3. Let's put it on the line chart. Put it on the candlesticks. How many times do you see price hitting off of that zone right now?
All right. 3.
7.
Oh,
7 times.
oh, it's like that, huh?
Yeah. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 off. We was 1 off. That's fine. That's fine. But we can see that price is reacting off of this zone, right? So eventually, this area here, if I put it back on the line chart, do these little highs get broken? And does the market create a new higher high?
Yes, it did.
Very good. Very good. So in order for me to take a buy, I have to see a high like these. I have to see the market break, close, and the market has to create a new higher high. Once that happens, I wait for the market to pull back and retest this same area. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Say it again, Micah. Say it again, please.
So if this is my resistance area right here, okay? Price forms resistance. It dropped down. It went back up. It dropped back down. It went back up. It dropped down. I need for price to break these highs and lead to a higher high. The next thing I need to see is the market pull back and retest this area. You see that? See how it retests that area right here?
Yeah.
Now it comes down a little bit and closes below, but eventually the market does respect this area. Okay, it does respect this area, and then eventually it pushes up even higher. So it's not going to be as perfect, but we understand what? Well, we understand that resistance became support. So now let's look at it with the candles. Can you see it with the candles, Mr. Alani?
I do.
So at what point do I enter? Well, I wait for the market to come back above this level here.
Right.
Now, remember we talked about 3 directions, right? We said uptrend, we said downtrend, and we said consolidation, right?
Right.
So in between here, I'm actually going to grab a different box and I'm going to make it a different color. Somebody give me a color real quick.
Green.
Green. What kind of movement do we see in this green box right here? What kind of movement do we see in there?
Upward trend.
Okay, we do see the uptrend, but we also
It's a consolidation. I'm sorry, it's consolidation.
No, hey, look. It's not. I don't want you all to think I'm wrong if I say the wrong thing. You're right, Miss Sherlin. The trend is up. The trend is moving in an uptrend, but we also see consolidation. So you see how the market moves sideways for a number of hours. So, Mr. Lonnie, let's count the candles that hit off of this zone from here to here. So that's 126, 1 o'clock to about 9 o'clock. how many hours went by?
Looks
How
like
many
8.
Looks like 8 hours. So I only enter into the market when I see price hitting off of a level of support or resistance. So this is a really good example of that.
Gotcha.
Because we noticed that this area here was our resistance level. And again, this is just doing it with my eyes, all right? Just doing it with my eyes. And I see that price form resistance here, here, here. Eventually, we broke higher. We come back to this level here. I will have to wait for the market to push back up and hit off of this level. So yes, I could have bought here, or I could have waited to buy right here off of that candle. So yeah, support and resistance is like one of the basics, when it comes to trading forex. Can I trade using support and resistance? The answer is yes. Yes, I can. But a lot of us, we look for these extra confirmations or confluences. So for myself, I like to ask simple questions. Hey, how long did we spend at this area or zone? Now, what are those price points, Micah? Well, the price points would have been 153.807 and 153.723. Because of what happened to the left. So also write this down. Always look left. Why? Because the left-hand side can affect what happens on the right. The left-hand side can affect what happens on the right. Dom, from the call earlier, why do I have you personally using the line chart? What does the line chart show you?
It shows you where the market actually closes.
Versus the candlesticks.
Yeah, versus the candles that have the wicks, it shows you exhaustion.
Right. Where price is going and come back to. So just think about that. When you're doing your markups, yes, you can use the candles, but I want you to think about the close of price. Think about the close of price. Okay? Why? Because price is typically going to react right off where price closed at. That's where I can see my break and retest. Now, again, you can do this on any pair that you trade. I can do the same thing on indices. I can do the same thing on metals. I can do the same thing on exotics. I don't trade those because I found a pair that fit my personality. GBP JPY is a great pair. It not only pays good, but it also follows structure. That's the reason why I trade it.
I have a question, Micah. What do you mean by close of price?
So it's where the candlesticks close. If you have the candlestick Bible, and I think it's in the group chat. If not, I'll put it in the group chat. And right now, I'll put it in there right now. And I know in the videos that I have you watching, there's a video on understanding candlesticks. So let's take a look at that really quick. The Candlestick Trading Bible. There we go. So I'm gonna pull it up for you guys on here. And I believe I have my Telegram pulled up. I do. Telegram, yep. Can you all see Telegram?
Yes.
Let's look at the reference material, Candlestick Bible, Candlestick Trading Bible. And we're gonna take a look at page 11. And then let me get a reader for page 11. If you have it pulled up on your phone, let's get a reader for page 11 really quick. All right, so I'm gonna do a different screen share now. Yep. Let's look at page 11 really quick together. Move the screen over. Can I get somebody to read page 11 really quick once I get there? By the way, this is a great resource. I highly recommend. We are going to be kind of going over some stuff from the Candlestick Bible. I don't use every candlestick pattern. I like paying attention to the engulfing candlestick patterns. So that's actually one of my favorite candlestick patterns. But I know Tasha, she does candlestick patterns a little bit more than I do. So I'll let her handle this aspect of the call tonight. But all right, here we go. Page 11. Let me get a reader for what is a candlestick. Let me get a reader for what is a candlestick.
Japanese candlesticks are formed using the open, high, low, and close of the chosen time frame. We'll drop all the way down. If the close is above the open, we can say that the candlestick is bullish, which means that the market is rising in this period of time. Bullish candlesticks are always displayed as white candlesticks. As white candlestick. The most trading platforms use white color to refer to bullish candlesticks, but the color doesn't matter. You can use whatever color you want. The most important is the open price and the close price. If the close is below the open, we can say that the candlestick is bearish, which indicates that the market is falling in this session. Bearish candles are always displayed as black candlesticks, but this is not a rule. You could come back down just, yeah, okay. You can find different colors used to differentiate between bullish and bearish candlesticks. The filled part of the candlesticks is called the real body. The thin lines poking above and below the body are called shadows. The top of the upper shadow is the high. The bottom of the lower shadow is the low. Candlestick body sizes. Candlesticks have different body sizes. Long bodies refer to strong buying or selling pressure. If there is a candlestick in which the close is above the open with a long body, this indicates that buyers are stronger and they are taking control of the market during this period of time. Conversely, if there is a bearish candlestick in which the open is above the close with a long body, this means that the selling pressure controls the market during this chosen time frame. Short and small bodies indicate a little buying or selling activity.
All right, very good, very good. So we learned a little bit about candlesticks just now, right? We learned a little bit about candlesticks just now. On your own, I want you all to spend some time reading through the Candlestick Bible, okay? It is in the group chats right now, so everybody should have it. Spend some time, I would say, 5 to 10 minutes just reading about different candlestick patterns. There are some other titles or other chapters that you guys can look at. And I know we were just talking about trends, right? We were just talking about trends. So if you go to the table of contents at the very top, when you first get in, there's going to be a section that talks about market structure. Market structure. To be honest with you, that's what I use to trade. As you guys can see, there are no indicators on my charts. For me, indicators hurt my eyes. It's a lot on the chart. And I started out, when I first started trading, I started out using indicators. EMAs, stochastics, RSI, Bollinger Bands, what is that? Ichimoku Cloud, Zigzag. I mean, a lot of indicators out there. I used to use a lot of them. But I've always heard the people that was teaching me, they always said two words, market structure. I was like, well, everybody keeps saying this word. Let me kind of pay attention to it. So that's what I did. So kind of went over this book, and it was a really good book. All right, so let's see if we can find it. Very interesting title there. Money Management, Trading Rules. That is a must as well. Trading. Here we go. Page 51. This is going to be the chapter that you guys really pay attention to. All right. Page 51. How to trade what? Trending markets. It also shows you how to draw your support and resistance levels. It also talks about a ranging market. Who here knows what a ranging market is? Let's see who knows. What is a ranging market? Who wants to take a stab at it? Well, I'll give you the answer. A ranging market is also consolidation. A ranging market is also consolidation. So moving forward, we will kind of be looking deeper into the Candlestick Bible. Tasha, are you good to go now?
Yeah, I was good to go.
All right, I'm gonna turn the call over to my sister, Miss Tasha Brown. She is a phenomenal trader. Please, as you guys know, within inside our group, we do drop charts. So if you drop a chart and you want some feedback, myself, Tasha, BMAC, Gary, we will be the ones replying back to your questions and your charts, and some of the others within our trading community. Okay, so feel free to utilize us to help you guys. So I'm gonna turn the call over to my sister, Miss Tasha Brown. Tasha, you can take it away.
All right. Hey guys, so I think Micah did a phenomenal job covering the trend lines and support and resistance zones. So I just wanted to go over some information with you guys about actual TradingView and MT4 to explain a little bit about alerts. I get a lot of questions about, you just sit and watch the charts all day. And I'm like, no, I don't sit and watch the charts all day. I do have a specific trading time that I am looking and I mark up charts, but I don't just sit and watch charts all day. No, I do not do that. So I wanted to give you guys just some tips and tricks that I have found helpful that hopefully you guys can use in your trading journey, okay? So do most of you guys use TradingView or do more of you use MT4? I'm gonna give tips for both, but
MT4 for me.
Okay. Anybody else? Is it mostly MT4 on here?
I have TradingView, but I've yet to learn how to actually use it. So, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll be heavy on TradingView.
Okay. So personally, I mainly mark up on TradingView, and I use TradingView to follow all of my trade ideas and help me to stay off the charts more by just setting simple things. So the first thing is, and I'm going to show you a screenshot of this, but I'm going to show you how to get there just because I don't want my personal information on YouTube. But if you click these 3 lines here, this is going to take you to this page. And then here, you're going to click on whatever your name is. It's going to give you a like little drop down here, side menu, and you're going to click profile. And when you click profile, what you're going to get is this screen here. Underneath profile, when you first come up, you want to click settings and then click on profile. And here, a lot of people haven't filled this out, but if you fill this out with your name, your last name, and your phone number, it's gonna allow for you to actually take, and the way you put your okay, so let's do that one more time. When you put your phone number in, you just put your regular phone number, whatever it is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then here it says SMS email. If you click, I don't know if you can see it in the screenshot, but below, right below the box, there's a blue link that says email addresses. It's going to give you this page. Whenever it comes up. It's going to give you this page. And here, what you're going to do is find whoever your cell phone provider is. And you're going to put XYZ phone number at this email address. Okay? Once you have all of that stuff set up, you're going to save it, blase, blase. And then all of the things we're going to talk about now are going to be like, you don't even have to look at the chart. You're just waiting to get literal text messages and or emails to your phone to tell you, hey, go look at the chart. Hey, it's time to start looking to possibly take a trade. Okay? Any questions about that? Did that make sense? All right, so the first thing you can do, the main tools that I use on my TradingView are simply the horizontal line. I am a Confluence trader, so I use Fibonacci's a lot. This is a horizontal ray. I use a trend line. I use boxes. I use this to help me chart path as well as this one. And then the rest of these are just to help me like indicate along the way. And then these long short tools, we're definitely going to go across, over. But to find these, when you come over here, you can click the little arrows next to whatever you see on the chart, and it's going to bring up a side panel, and you can find different things that you may want to trade. So like if you use channels, it has a tool that you can actually place on the chart without having to just use 2 lines, and boom, now you have your channel, right? Just to make marking up a little more simple. If you wanted to do wedges, like if you thought this was a wedge, wait, I'm doing it the wrong way. If you thought this was a wedge, you could mark this up and boom, you automatically have a wedge on your chart. So it just makes things a little bit simpler. In here, if you do use fib zones, trade Fibonacci, all of that stuff is listed in here. And then, you know, you can come down, they have different like circles, triangles, whatever. So all of these things are different resources available for you. Just click the little arrows and it'll bring up different things that you can actually put on your chart to help you mark up. Okay, and little pictures when you're doing well, you know, maybe put a smiley face on there. All right, so then that's this side panel. This button is called the magnet, And what this is going to allow you to do, if you're ever placing a chart, like say you're going to do a trend line, and maybe when you put it on there, it's looking something like this. So it's not really neat and clean, or you're having a hard time getting exactly on the candle you want to get. If you're really a particular, you do particular analysis on the charts, you can click this magnet button and it's going to allow you, it's going to automatically connect or snap to either the wick or the body of the candle. So for instance, this wick was a little bit longer. It'll automatically snap to the bottom of that wick, the exact price, or you can snap to the body of the candle, depending on how you trade. Okay. Any questions about what I'm going over so far? Okay. When you're in this side panel, you can add stars to different objects, and that's going to allow you to create a favorites list. Once you have a favorites list down here, you're going to get this little star. And when you click that, then you get only the like main tools that you may use. You can find it. All right. So setting alerts. I know everybody trades differently. Like everybody doesn't trade the exact same. So depending on how you trade, you can set alerts based on indicators. You can set alerts based on just plain support and resistance or trend lines, whatever it is you want to do. So in that instant, if you wanted to do that, say you're waiting for price to break this area of resistance up here. What you can do, and I can show you guys how to do templates too if you want to, but what you can do is set the line. On this line, there's these little timers. You click the timer and it's going to bring up this panel. Now, this is where you previously setting up your cell phone number is going to pay off for you to be able to link the account. So here, say you're waiting for it to break. Well, you don't want every time price gets here for it to message you. But if you did, then you would just use this only once. You can see the alert will only trigger once and will not be repeated. So once it hit this bar, say this one candle hit the bar, it's not going to trigger again for any of these other candles that get there. You can set it for crossing up. So if you get a candle that was crossing up, it will trigger. You can set it for greater than, which is generally what I use, either greater than or less than. So once a candle crosses above and closes, I'm going to use this once per bar close. So now I'm not going to get an alert for this candle, this candle, this candle, none of these. I won't get an alert until maybe this candle, because it's closing on the line or above the line. And then in order to get the text message, all you have to do is open the little drop down for more actions, and it's going to give you notify on the app. So TradingView does have an app that you can download to your phone that allows you to actually get push notifications, which are the little notifications you get at the top of your phone. So it'll give you those. You can get pop-ups, which would be right here on the chart. They would display a pop-up that says chart is at whatever zone. It can send you an email. I've never used the webhook URL, so I'm not sure about that one. Maybe I'll try it out at some point. When I first started, I just used the play sound because I didn't know about the sending emails and SMSs. So I would just leave my laptop open all night and just have it play a sound once it got there. You can adjust these to play every 5 seconds, every 10 seconds, every 30 seconds, every minute until you get up, whatever you want to do. Or you can send the email to text, which is generally what I use. So I get a text message to my phone that tells me, hey, go look at the chart. Questions about that? And these little buttons are literally on just about any of these in this section. So like if you wanted to do a parallel channel and then you wanted to set an alert off of it here, you can come here and then still, and you can update however you want it to. If you want it when it's entering, exiting, inside, outside, whatever it is, you can custom flip it, reverse it, whatever. Okay, so that's that. Any questions about the alerts for TradingView?
Now's the time to ask those questions.
Okay. And yeah, go ahead, Lonnie. I saw you go off mute.
No. I just thought that was great. I didn't, shucks, I knew it did a lot, but I think the big one, and I'll do it later, is connecting it to your phone when you went into settings and things of that nature. I think that's huge, so down the line, I know I'm going to revisit that, especially I love it where you don't have to stay by the charts, continue,
Right.
oftentimes we're busy people. So
Yeah.
by having that feature, I think that's excellent.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Another thing, so as you're starting to trade, TradingView has these buttons down here that a lot of people don't pay attention to. But one of these, why is it not showing now? It's supposed to be down here. Hold on, guys. I gotta find it. It allows for you to actually do paper trading. And I don't see the button. I think it's doing it because I have my OANDA connected. There's one that's down here. I know on the phone app it's easier to get to, but I had it here the other day. I made sure I pulled it up before I started the talk. But IDK, and I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time trying to find it. But there is a way that you can do paper trading that I wanted to show you guys because it actually has a built-in risk to reward calculator. Because a lot of people struggle with, I know I can log in from my phone so I can show you guys. Hold on.
If we don't get a chance to get to it tonight, we can always come back to it another day too. So.
I got it.
All right.
Hope it didn't ask for password. Let me the other link. Okay. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing on this one. He was asking me for a password, so I won't do that right now. But anyway, there's a way that you can actually paper trade on here that allows you to have your like lot sizes pre-calculated for you, and you don't have to try to figure out what is my lot size for this trade or what have you. It'll automatically put it in. So we'll have to cover that on another session. The other thing is these little buttons over here. If you come to this little light button, what you can do here is you can actually save trade ideas that you want to see how it plays out later. So for this one, let's see. I don't know. I don't know what any of these are at this point because I haven't looked at them in a minute. So I'm just gonna hit one. But once you are in your trade, once you've marked everything up, you can come over here, you can save your trade idea. And then if you want to like play it out, then it'll play out whatever happened in the trade. So this was something I called as a long, and it did go long. So it's green. If it didn't go long, it would be red. And you can tell I called long here because it says long up here. If you call short, it would say short. And the way you set these is you hit this little button, the light bulb, you hit the plus sign, and then you type out whatever you want to type out. If you're doing a long or short, or you don't know what's going on, you can click this button. And then here you have different categories. So if you're trading trends or harmonics or chart patterns, whatever it is, you can mark that there. And then you can publish the idea. You can publish it as private, or you can publish it as public. And there's a way you can actually connect with people on TradingView, so you can see like your friends trading ideas and stuff like that. So that's another option for you guys to kind of help you start seeing how am I doing with my markups. Okay. All right. And the other thing is this snapshot idea. I use this a lot, but you can use this to take a screenshot of whatever your trade idea was so that you can save it for later to see how did it actually play out. So TradingView, very, very powerful tool, has a lot of amazing, great features. Checking to make sure I covered everything I wanted to cover. Oh, indicator alert. So if you trade, say you trade, I don't know, maybe you trade EMAs. Maybe you trade EMAs. So if you had your EMAs on the chart, you can actually click your EMA as well. And you can hit this button up here and create an alert off of, wait a minute, off of your EMA. You left click on it and then hit add alert to DeLorean EMA. And then you can, same thing, crossing, exiting, whatever, when it hits, whatever. If you have multiple on there, you can do the same thing. You can even set alerts for down here. So just kind of play around with your TradingView, but you can set alerts for pretty much anything you have on here. That's the biggest thing. All right. So that's it for TradingView. Let's talk about, oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about too was my FX book. My FX book, I'm going to drop the link in the chat for you to use. No, it doesn't matter to me if you want to stop it, or it doesn't matter.
I got the link for you. I'll drop it.
For my FX book, thank you. My FX book is a very powerful tool because it allows you to actually like keep track of all of your trades, how you're doing, if you're like if you want to do a challenge or something like that, like it's going to keep track of quite literally everything. And one of the things I found today was this here, where you can go in and then you can copy your TradingView stuff. And then this is going to bring you back, if I was to copy this link and go back up here and put the link in. Really? Oh, sorry, I copied some of the words too. Now I can go back and actually see the trade that I took and how it played out, and I can, keep track of it that way too. So you still keep your screenshots in one place. Okay. Any questions about any of that?
No, this was great.
Awesome. All right, so let's talk about MT4. Same thing with MT4. A lot of people don't know you can connect your phone to MT4 to give you alerts for different things. It's not as great, at least I haven't found. Maybe Micah can, shed some knowledge about alerts. Do you have information on alerts, Micah?
I do. You can use investing.com to set alerts as well. And I'll I'll demonstrate how to do that after Tasha goes as well.
Okay. So the ones that I know in actual MT4, of course, you can have, when you left click, you can click trading. And this is going to give you this little bell here. So when it hits here, it'll give you an alert. So now, same thing like you do with TradingView. You want to come over here to tools. You want to go to options, and you want to enable the notifications. This here, this tab. All these different tabs are here. So let's enable notifications. Enable push notifications. This is going to give you the notifications to your cell phone so that we're not watching the chart, because we want to live our life, right? So if I was to hit test, and I'm going to hit this button, and you heard my phone go off. So that was a text message from my MT4 telling me something just happened magnificent, right? So if you don't have your MT4 on your phone and on your desktop, you want to make sure you're linking them. And then you want to make sure that both of these buttons are checked so that you can get your text messages to your phone. Now, the text messages are not going to be the same as TradingView. You're not going to be able to like, oh, if it's above this bar, below this bar, not going to be like that. Okay, not going to be like that. But you can get, if you're basically like, if you're in a trade, if trade hits stop loss, it'll alert you. If trade hits TP, it'll alert you. And I believe you can get an alert for the arrow as well. I think, don't quote me, I don't use MT4 as much. Then it's been a minute since I've used the alerts on here. But I think it will give you an alert when it like crosses this line to your phone when you have it set up. But then again, it's happening now and it's not actually giving me the notification.
No,
so
on the actual dash line. Right click on the actual little dash alert line.
I did.
Modify. So you see where it says source, you can actually type a message in there. Now
Yeah, but is it going to go to your phone?
Yes, go to where it says action, go to notification.
Where it says action.
Yep.
Where it says action here. Oh, boom, boom, wow. Now you can get an alert from your MT4 too, which is really major because your MT4 is going to be the exact price that you want to trade. And the other, oh, I shouldn't have this up here. And the other is going to be the oh, I gotta cancel this. The other is going to be the, what am I trying to say? I forgot. The notification basically is going to come to your phone. So that way you'll get the little thing, like I said, that's coming from the push notification as opposed to just a sound with your laptop being open. Okay. I think, let's see. Alerts, lines, indicators. Yeah. That was the main thing that I wanted to go over with you guys. This also too is not on MT4, but here you can actually use a risk to reward calculator as well. And this allows you to enter your positions without having to calculate your lot size also. And this is on Earn Forex. So that's all I got for you guys tonight. Just wanted to give you a little bit of help as far as that goes. Do you have any questions?
No, you did a great job. Very informative.
Yeah, it was definitely amazing. I mean, both of you are amazing. I tell you, definitely looking forward to hanging with you guys because information that you're providing is really, really pivotal, right?
Yeah, wow, that was very, very good information. I know I'm new to the group, but that's fantastic information for uh, to use. Wow, wonderful. Thanks.
Great. You're welcome. All right, back to you, Michael.
All right. So let's talk about. I know Tasha brought up Forex, myfxbook.com. That is a great resource, especially for journaling. Make sure you guys have, ladies and gents, have a physical journal, like I like this, like a physical journal. All right. I was trying to write on it, but I'm gonna fix that up later. Um, if you have a spiral notebook, you can
We
also
can't
use a
see
spiral
if
notebook.
you're trying to share. I don't know what you're doing, but we can't see anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it pulled up.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Screen one. Stop share. Oh, gotta love technology. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Can you all see investing.com?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So
Yeah.
investing.com. This is the I use this for my alerts. All right. So you can sign up. It's free. If you have a Gmail or Facebook, you can actually sign up using that. You would type your currency pair in the search bar. Of course, mine is GJ. So right here is a create alert. If you click that, it will pull up this little window. Price, move above or below. I'm gonna say move above. And actually, this is gonna be the trade for trade call for the night. I'm actually looking at a possible buy on the pound yen going into tomorrow. So I'm going to be looking, we're going to set an alert at 156,396. So we're going to say 156,396. I'm going to change the frequency. Well, I can't change the frequency. But I am going to put mobile app notifications. And then hit create. All right, so as you can see, the alert was created. Now, if I wanted to check these other alerts out, let's see. If I create another alert, I want to go to manage alerts. We're gonna scroll down, manage my alerts, and I can go back and edit the alert. There is another website I do want to talk to you guys about. Okay, there we go. So you see where it says Alert Center? You can use instrument alerts. You can set up alerts for different news events. So like red folders, yellow folders, economic event alerts. This is a really good tool to use, ladies and gents. So I'm gonna just say, I'm not gonna use any of those. I'm just gonna use the instrument. We said move above 156,396. So it put it as 156. It's just rounded it up to 40. All right, so we'll move this over here. The status is that one is active. I'm going to delete these two. And I have the app on my phone, and I make sure my notifications are turned up as well. So if I hit actions, of course, it's going to come to my email and my mobile phone. All right, so that's it on investing.com. This is a great resource to use with you guys trading. Let's see, there is another website I want to let you all know about, and let me look it up really quick. There's one for, if you don't want the risk calculator on your MT4, you can actually use this website. It's two websites. It's called mativ.net. And I'm going to put this link inside the group chat. Like I said, if I come across anything that's useful when it comes to trading, of course, I'll share it with you guys as well. All right, so this is the website. As you can see, they do have stocks and commodities for those that are on that aspect of their trading. But you're going to come over here to Forex trading tools. Again, this place is free to sign up with. All right, so let's go to trading tools. If you come down, you should see position sizing. Let's click that really quick. All right, so you would input your equity here, change it to US dollar. All right, percent wise, how many, what is your percent that you're willing to risk? I'm gonna say 3%. All right, I'm gonna type in my pair, GBP, JPY, and I'm looking to buy at 156. Let's say if I was to buy right now, 156.24. My stop loss is always 30 pips below. My take profit is typically 50 pips above. So it gives you everything that you need. So you could use a 0.2. All right. You're only risking 3%, so that's $6 out of the $200. Profit is $10, so I would make 5%. So my risk to reward would be a 1 to 6 risk reward. 1 to 1.67 risk to reward. All right. So as you guys can see, the higher, if you moved up lot sizes, then that's what you could have as well too. So that's one website that you all can use. There's one more website. Let me see if I can find. I know I have a website on my phone. Really quick. Gotta look at the history. And no, that's not it. I can give that to you all as well too. So let me put this in the link in the group chat. Copy, paste. All right, so everything that we're going over is in the group chats, the WTO Trade Talk group. Let me find this last site to give to you guys. And we are going to get ready to shut it down for the night. And I will be going over the schedule with you all as well too, so just stay put. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Found it. All right, so it's called Cashback. Cashback Forex. There we go. I like this one a lot better though. It's actually a little bit easier to read and understand, especially for somebody who's new. But that's the reason why I'm giving you guys different options when it comes to identifying your risk to reward. Again, this website is free to use. All right, you can sign up for it. It is free to use. If you come over to position size and risk calculator, let's say we were trading, again, we're trading GJ. I'm only risking 30 pips. My account balance is let's say $200. I only want to risk 3%, and the current price of GJ is 156,219. 156.219. All right, so it gives you the lot size that you use and the amount of money that you're risking. So when we call out trades for you guys, the lot size that you're going to use is the 0.03. Everybody think they can do that? Can utilize this tool before placing their trades?
Yeah, at some point, I see so, at some point, so.
Sure. All right, so we'll put this in the chat as put on Zoom and in the chat in the Telegram group. So it is imperative that everybody uses proper risk management. Again, we're going to be doing a lot more with the group, especially when it comes to trainings like using the harmonic scanner. I am going to be looking to call out a trade or two every week with the group. And the only rule is please just be able to explain why you're taking the trade, even if that means you're repeating what I say, or if Tasha decides to call a trade, repeat what she said. That way, you know why you're taking the trade. Also, make sure you have a pip, a goal in mind. So whether your goal is 10 pips, 20 pips, when your TP is hit, you're done for the day. Get ready for tomorrow. All right. We know that you all want to make money. We know that you all want to catch pips. Let's get consistent at catching our goal first. Because what comes with consistency is more profit. So just continue to learn. You'll earn, and I promise you this: you will make some money learning this skill. All right. So that's going to wrap it up for tonight. We will have another team call. Let me stop share. And for those that are watching on YouTube, thanks for joining the WTO and the Dapper Trades Trade Talk on Thursday nights. We look forward to hearing from you. If you have questions, please feel free to reach out to me via any of my socials. I'm on Facebook, Instagram at Dapperman Trade. Facebook is Michael Crawford. You'll see a gentleman in a nice gray suit. That's me. And if you are following me on Clubhouse, my username is at Dapperman Trade as well. So I look forward to connecting with you, and we will catch you guys later.